Prices are up, but so is inventory, and buyer power is starting to make a comeback. Could this be the beginning of a market shift in Greater Moncton? Let's break down what it means for you in our Q2 2025 update.
Hi there, we are Denise and Marc, a husband and wife real estate team in Greater Moncton, New Brunswick with eXp Realty, and today we're bringing you the latest numbers and what they mean for buyers, sellers, and homeowners in our area.
We'll kick things off with what's happening across the overall residential market. Between April and June, just over 1,000 homes sold in the Greater Moncton area. That's a big jump of more than 60% compared to the first quarter of the year. May was the busiest month with 367 homes sold, followed by strong numbers in June with over 330 sales. At the same time, we saw a steady rise in inventory, ending the quarter with nearly 1,400 active listings. That's about 30% more than what we had back in March. The average sale price this quarter came in just under $383,000. That's up 2% from Q1.
Now let's talk about detached homes specifically. These continue to be the top choice for buyers, and the numbers reflect that. So far this year, the average price for a detached home is sitting just under $388,000. That's up around 4% compared to the same time last year. Sales are up too, with nearly 1,375 detached homes sold in the first half of the year. That's an increase of almost 12%. That said, inventory is also climbing. There were over 1,100 active listings at the end of June, and months of inventory now sits at just over 4.
For context, anything under 4 months is considered a seller's market. 4 to 7 months is more balanced, and 8 months or more is a buyer's market. So Greater Moncton is now right on the edge of a more balanced playing field. Homes are also staying on the market a little longer, averaging 34 days compared to 28 days this time last year. These signs all point towards a market that's beginning to balance itself.
Semi-detached homes are telling a little bit of a different story. Prices are still inching up, with the average sitting just under $378,000. That's about a 2% increase year over year, but sales are down by 20%, with only 176 units sold so far in 2025. Inventory is up here as well, and months of inventory has climbed to 3.5. Homes are taking longer to sell too, now averaging about 24 days on the market compared to just over 16 days last June. So while prices remain fairly steady, buyer demand for semis seems to be tapering off, likely due to more choice in the market.
Looking at other property types, townhouses have held their value with an average sale price of just under $349,000, but sales have slowed down nearly 15% compared to last year. Condos, both townhouse and apartment styles, have seen a bit of a dip. Prices are now averaging just under $300,000, and sales have dropped by about 35%. While this segment has never made up a large portion of our market, we believe the higher condo sales we saw in recent years were driven by the lack of other options. Now that buyers have more choices, especially in detached and semi-detached homes, they're gravitating towards those property types instead.
Definitely. So what does all this mean for you? If you're buying, you've got more breathing room with inventory climbing and homes sitting on the market a little longer. There's more selection and a bit more negotiation power as well. On average, homes are now selling for about 97% of their list price compared to nearly 99% this time last year. If you're thinking of selling, especially a detached home, you're still in a very strong position, but with more listings hitting the market, pricing it right and making a great first impression is key. Buyers have more options, and the urgency we saw in the past couple of years has definitely cooled.
So what do you think? Are you noticing more for sale signs in your neighborhood? Does it feel like things are shifting where you live? Drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
People just like you reach out to us every week with questions about buying, selling, and relocating here in the Greater Moncton area, and we absolutely love it. So if you've been thinking about making a move, don't hesitate to reach out.
We are Denise and Marc. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.